Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing? Hope you are doing good and enjoying the cold weather and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So today we are going to start a new chapter, and this is chapter number 24, and this content of our book is a poem. The title of this poem is There's a Good Time Coming, and this poem has been written by Charles Mackay. So when we read this poem, we come to know that there is an optimistic approach in the poem. And this poem gives us hope and encouragement. And we find a comparison here, a comparison between pen and sword. And this poem also advises us to have hatred for war and love for peace. And this also motivates us to do combined efforts for a good future. And also overall, we will find a positivity here. This poem reflects a positivity to its reader. This poem gives a positivity to its reader. So this is about the poem. Now let's elaborate the poem and read the introduction of the poet. But as you know that before elaboration we discuss the words. So come to the word list. So we find here a phrase that is good time. This is also present in the title of the poem. So this good time means, or this good time indicates a short period of enjoyment or an era of happiness. And of course, Urdu meaning is acha waqt. And the next word which we find here, which is new, is glisten. Glisten is a word and it means to shine, to glitter, to sparkle, to twinkle, etc. And Urdu meaning is chamakna, jagmagana, and its antonym is dullness. Darkness can also be its antonym, but dullness is right. So the next word is cannonballs. Cannonballs is a noun and it means shells fired from the guns. Urdu meaning is top ke gole. And there is no proper antonym for this noun. The next word here is aid. Aid is a noun as well as a verb and it means help or to help and assist or to encourage. And Urdu meaning is imdad ya madad. And for antonym we can say hindrance or hinder. So the next word in the list is supersede. Supersede is a word and it means to take place of. And its synonyms are displace, suspend and remove. Urdu meaning of this word is jagah lena. And for antonym we can say to confirm, to supply, to continue, to introduce. So the other word in the list is might. Might is a noun and it means great strength. And for synonym we can say strength, energy, power and force. And Urdu meaning is azim taqat. For antonym we can say weakness, infirmity, feebleness. The next word here is word. Word is an adjective and also a noun. It means something desirable or valuable or useful. And for a synonym we can say value, excellence, merit. Urdu meaning is qimat ya wuqat. And antonyms are worthless, unworthy and worthlessness. So the next word here is acknowledge. Acknowledge is a word and it means to admit, to accept, to confess. Urdu meaning is manna ya taslim karna and antonym is reject or deny or ignore. So the last word today is impulse, and impulse is मुहर्रिक होता है जो किसी और को कुछ काम करने पर मजबूर करता है या राजी करता है या तैयार करता है. And this word is a noun and its synonyms are motivation and stimulation. And as we have discussed, the Urdu meanings are तहरीक, मुहर्रिक और आरजू. मगर ये इस तरह की आरजू होती है जो काम करने के लिए तैयार करती है, काम करने पर आमादा करती है. And the antonym for this word is apathy or disinterest. So this is about word list. Now come to the book. Let's read about the poet. This poem is written by Charles Mackay, 1814 to 1889, a Scottish songwriter. He was born in Perth. His mother died while he was an infant. An infant is a little child. He went to school in Brussels in 1828 and began writing verses in both English and French in 1830. So he wrote poetry both in English as well as in French. He returned to London and worked for the Morning Chronicle till 1884 and then became editor of Argus. Besides his extremely popular songs, some of which still live, Mackay wrote books on travel, history and biography and was a good all-round journalist. Who is a journalist? A journalist is a person who writes in newspaper, who works for a newspaper. And biography is when you write about life of some people. So come to the poem, and today we are going to read half poem and the remaining half will be done in the next clip. There's a good time coming, boys, a good time coming. We may not live to see the day, but earth shall glisten in the ray of the good time coming. Cannonballs may aid the truth, but thought's weapon stronger. We'll win our battle by its aid. Wait a little longer. There's a good time coming, boys, a good time coming. The pen shall supersede the sword, and right, not might, shall be the Lord in the good time coming. Worth, not birth, shall rule mankind and be acknowledged stronger. The proper impulse has been given. Wait a little longer. So we have recited 4 stanzas today and we are going to elaborate them, and inshallah next 4 stanzas will be elaborated in the second part, in the next part. So the first stanza today is there's a good time coming, boys, and you can see, as we have discussed before, that this is an optimistic approach giving poem. This poem gives an optimistic approach. So it expresses positive thoughts. And the first stanza is also explaining the same thing. The poet is saying that a good future is on the way and a good time is approaching to the world. So it is possible that we may not live to see that time. We may not be alive to witness that day. Perhaps we would not be living above the earth on that good day, but when that day will rise in the world and the whole world will shine and glitter in the beams of goodness and positivity. So, what we have to do? We have to think positively and wait for a little longer. For what? For what we have to wait? We have to wait for the good time which is about to come. अच्छा, फर्स्ट स्टैंजा में हमें पोइट ने एक अच्छे वक्त के बारे में, एक अच्छे मुस्तकबिल के लिए उम्मीद दिलाई है और वो कहते हैं कि अच्छा वक्त आने वाला है. शायद हम वो वक्त देखने के लिए ज़िंदा ना हो, मगर उस दिन दुनिया अच्छे वक्त की चमक से, अच्छे वक्त की शुआओं से जगमगा उठेगी. Come to the second stanza. Second stanza is, cannonballs may aid the truth, but thoughts a weapon stronger. We'll win our battle by its aid. Wait a little longer. What are the cannonballs? Cannonballs are kind of war weapons. They are the shells fired from the gun we have just seen in the word list. So the poet is saying that cannonballs or shells or guns can help us to find the truth. They can help the truth. The war weapon can also help the truth to rule over the world, but positive and constructive thoughts are a stronger weapon than the guns and shells. Guns can rule over the heads only, but positivity rules over not only the heads but hearts too. So we will win our battle with the help of positive thoughts, with the help of good thoughts. And we will continue our struggle to obtain a good future with the help of positive and optimistic thoughts. So, good and constructive thinking can help in a better way to achieve a good time. So, what we have to do, we just have to wait a little longer. We just have to wait for a little time. तो इस स्टैंजा में शायर ये कह रहे हैं कि तोप के गोले या जंग के हथियार सच्चाई की मदद तो कर सकते हैं, मगर सोच यानी मस्बत सोच एक ज़्यादा ताकतवर हथियार है और हम अपनी जंग इसकी मदद से जीत सकते हैं. तो हम अपनी जंग इसकी मदद से ही जीतेंगे, यानी मस्बत सोच की मदद से ही जीतेंगे. बस हमें थोड़ा इंतज़ार करना होगा. So in third stanza, there's a good time coming, boys, a good time coming. The pen shall supersede the sword, and right, not might, shall be the Lord in the good time coming. So in this stanza, the poet is encouraging us again and giving a positive thought that the good time is coming. A peaceful future is about to come or is about to appear. And this will be the time when pen will take the place of sword. Knowledge and education will substitute the wars, and this time will be the right time, and at that time the right one will be honorable. The right one will be given respect. So, the right one will be more honorable than the powerful. The righteous person will be respected more than a powerful person at that time. And might, power or force will not govern the world then, but uprightness, integrity and honesty will rule over the world in that good time, in the peaceful and pleasant future which is about to come. तो इस स्टैंजा में पोइट हमें एक बार फिर अच्छे वक्त के आने की उम्मीद दिला रहे हैं और उनका कहना है कि कलम या पेन तलवार की जगह ले लेगा और ताकत नहीं बल्कि हक की हुकूमत होगी, सच्चाई की हुकूमत होगी. और ये कब होगा? ये उस वक्त में होगा, उस अच्छे वक्त में होगा जो आने वाला है. Now come to the fourth stanza. Worth, not birth, shall rule mankind and be acknowledged stronger. The proper impulse has been given. Wait a little longer. So you can see in this stanza that the poet is again giving us a positive thought, and he is saying that worth of a person will be valuable. What is worth? Worth means, we have seen, worth means value, excellence, merit, or caliber of a person or quality of a person. So the poet is ensuring us in this stanza that a person will be valued on the basis of his qualities and caliber, not because of his strong family background. Birth means here to have a family background. So this will not be counted. Family background will not be counted in the good time. And when this peaceful future arrives, mankind will be controlled by the excellence and merit. So, what is excellence and merit here? Worth. So, at that time, in this time, no splendid family background or glorious history could take over the mankind. Only excellence, quality, and good caliber of a person will be accepted stronger and valuable. So the poet is further saying that a proper impulse and appropriate motivation has been provided, an accurate stimulation or an exact stimulus has been applied for a peaceful and pleasant future, and now we have to wait some time to observe that good time. So poet is saying here, poet is stanza में कह रहे हैं कि अच्छे वक्त में इंसानियत सलाहियत के या काबिलियत के मातहत होगी, ख़ानदानी जाहो जलाल की नहीं, और काबिलियत ही को ताकतवर तस्लीम किया जाएगा और एक मुनासिब तहरीक दी जा चुकी है। अब अच्छे वक्त का इंतज़ार करना है, अच्छे वक्त के लिए कुछ इंतज़ार करना है। So we have elaborated 4 stanzas today. We end here. Inshallah, in the next class, we will recite more stanzas of the poem and elaborate more stanzas. Till then, take very good care of yourself.